We're going to talk about the Étoile trailer today. We're going to watch it together and give you some of our insight. We're very excited about this show starting on April 24th.
What a dance studio with those windows, a chandelier. There's a chandelier. And big paintings on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine doing across the floor?
Ballet.
Oh my God, I wish. Yes, it is a beautiful studio. Yes, yes.
Your company, it's in trouble.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I was very excited to see Tyler Peck when she comes on screen here. I know she's a New York City ballet dancer, and she's an amazing dancer. And at first, when I have watched the trailer before a few times, and I thought she might be kind of the main actress. She's not, but she's still a big part of it, I think. And it's just exciting to see a face you know all of a sudden at the beginning of this trailer.
Reviews don't matter.
Mine is too. I've got union issues.
I do love when she says, I've got union issues, because that is a very true thing. Most dance companies, the dancers are contractors, and that comes up sometimes, is union issues and the dancers having to speak for themselves. So yeah, that's a very true thing.
If they strike, I don't have to pay them.
What?
So Étoile is from the executive producers of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Gilmore Girls. And then, of course, the same producers did Bunheads, which Monique and I just did a video on. We're excited for Étoile because we watched the whole series of Bunheads.
The audience is dead, so's the funding. The seats are empty.
Not ours.
That's right. Once we closed off the balconies, the house filled right up.
We have to fix this.
I love this part where he says, once we closed off the balconies, it filled up. I have worked many a front of house theater shift in my days. I worked at theaters in Toronto for many years, and this was a very common thing to do, because if the show didn't sell out or didn't even fill up the balcony, we would just shut the balcony, and then the house seats would look way more full. And yeah, so it's a very real thing that people do.
We have to fix this.
Okay, fine. What do we do?
We trade our top talent, Paris and New York.
It's not common, but it has happened where companies have traded their principal dancers.
It's exciting for their audience members to have
Yeah.
new dancers that they've never seen before.
Paris and New York. Put fresh faces out there. Get people interested in dance again.
It would be for a year. Train with them, learn the Paris way. Is he coming back?
I think it's interesting the way they portray that the dancer walks out of the studio when he finds out that he will be going to Paris for a year. Dancers can become very loyal to their company and to their city. And so that's not unusual that a dancer would be quite upset, even though to go to Paris and dance in Paris would be fantastic.
We talked about this a bit in our Bunheads video about kind of dance in media. And one thing that is a bit stereotypical of the ballet dancer or the ballerina is a bit of the diva feel. And to me, that, like, him walking out of that meeting is a bit of like the stereotype of kind of the diva ballet dancer or the diva ballerina. So yes, I think that's kind of playing into that a little bit.
I want Cheyenne.
You despise her.
But she sold tickets. This is getting really interesting.
All of these years I am here. You just gave me away. I gave up family, children. Oh, you hate children because they are a drain on the world and are boring to talk to. But that doesn't mean I did not give them up.
I need to know why she's wearing that uniform. She looks like she's a garbage collector. I don't know. Maybe they're on strike and she's collecting garbage and being a ballerina.
But dancers are very eclectic and have different styles.
Is that just her warm-up outfit? That could be her warm-up outfit. Who knows?
You come in here and traumatize every male dancer in the company.
None of these men can be my partner.
Why not?
You think I don't know what I need? You think I'm a baby ballerina stuffing lamb's wool in my shoes to stop the pain? There is no stopping the pain,
I
John.
love that the ballerina from Paris has arrived in America and all of the male dancers are scared of her.
She says, what do you think, I'm a baby ballerina that puts lamb's wool in my point shoes?
Yeah, absolutely. When we first started on Point, lamb's wool was everything. That's what we did back then.
I know you are the great Cheyenne queen of the dance.
But this swap is very important.
So that this magnificent art form that you and I both love can continue to exist.
So really, that's the whole point of what they're doing, is they're trying to keep ballet continuing to exist and keep it relevant, keep the audience there, get people excited about ballet again.
Which honestly has kind of been ballet's history for hundreds of years, is trying to keep this kind of, I don't want to call it an ancient art form, but pretty old art form that hasn't changed a lot, to stay relevant in this crazy new world of phones and computers and stuff like that. So yeah.
Keep live art still filling the seats.
I don't know how much is left in me, Jack.
You do love to dance, don't you, Cheyenne?
This is the stuff dreams are made of.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin.
I love the music that they picked for this trailer. The song is called Cosmic Dancer. It's from 1971, and it's just such a perfect piece. It has this beautiful crescendos and just the way that they mixed it and stuff with the dance. And I think that's partly why I got the chills while I watched this, was partly just the music and everything. And to me, it's almost, the trailer gives you that feeling of watching a live dance with the music and the jumps and everything. So they did a good job of kind of emulating what you feel when you're in an audience too. Yeah.
You don't compromise. It's the reason I wanted to do this.
Can you believe that's just a rehearsal?
Again, I did exactly like you said. I did whoosh, whoosh, skip the whoosh. I did not skip the whoosh. I did.
It's so funny because as dancers, you know that we go by whoosh whooshes and you know, we call everything funny things.
I love that they showed the Lincoln Center, which is where New York City Ballet performs. And I've been there a few times over the years when I visited New York. And so it's just really neat to see. I did a tour once of the theater, like the front of house and some of the behind the scenes and stuff. And they were actually on stage practicing Jewels, which is such a beautiful, And we couldn't watch the rehearsal, but they let us in for like 2 seconds just to see the stage and stuff. And I was like, so yes.
This art form will survive. This is wild.
It's going to be interesting, not only the differences between the dancers when it comes to dance, but also the difference between the Parisian and the New Yorker.
Oh, yes, which are very different personalities and different people.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So there you have it. This was our little pick through the trailer. We're excited for April 24th when Étoile comes out on Prime.
What's got you excited about watching it now that you've seen the trailer? Did it give you chills like it gave me chills?
Yeah.
Let us know.
It's not often that we dancers get to have a television show about our world.
Every 20 years or so, I think. So, yes. It's amazing. We'll see you guys on our channel watching with us. Bye.
See you later.